you the wolf foretold? Are you my doom? Are you destined to destroy me? I am the Death Walker. I am the living ghost. I cannot die. We will see which is stronger, your fate or my will. If I spare your life, will you do the same? I've warned you well, and look where it has led!
Avi, stop! Stay your ex!
Out of my way, Loki!
You swore an oath to never spill my blood.
Step aside, and I won't have to.
This is my blood!
What?
He is my son!
Bastard! Tyr, you've cared for this wolf. You will be its jailer. Take it to Lingby. Find it there. Make sure it never leaves the island. I can speak with the dwarf Ivaldi. May he find a more permanent solution.
Come, boy. You're safe with me.
Be kind, Justice Bringer.
Loki, there will be a reckoning.
Of this, I have no doubt.
The skies darken like an ill omen. My impossible task grows more urgent.
Harvey, tell this rumpkin.
I was only curious, dwarf. I meant no offense. I'm merely a seeker of knowledge.
The dwarves give nothing away for free.
Apologies for the distraction, Master Blacksmith. I'll leave you to your work.
Well, what shall I craft for you today, High One? Bottomless breeches for soiling yourself on the battlefield?
What were you and the builder discussing?
Harvey, my gentle jailer. You know we dwarves give nothing away for free. If you want your question answered, I'll need something in return.
Such as?
A hidden fact known only to you, Farseer. That I may share in your secret knowledge of the world.
The humans will survive Ragnarok in force, taking shelter in Hutimir's forest, eating morning dew until their race is renewed.
The humans are a hearty people indeed. Much stronger than we give them credit for. So, you asked what that sack of sheep guts was after? He wanted to know how magic affected your Hugr.
Why would he want to know the effect of magic on my spirit?
Not just you, Harvey. The lot of you. Aesir and Vanir alike. I told him to shovel his shit somewhere else. Now, if that's all you came to know, you can piss off and let me work.
I have one more need. Can you forge me an unbreakable chain?
Chains are overrated. One weak link and it's worthless. Let me craft a cord that Thor himself could not break.
It must be strong enough to bind a powerful beast.
I will sluice my sweat into this cord, Harvey. All knowledge I have and skill I own will define it. And what will I get in return?
My thanks and my hospitality. What more could you need?
Ugh. You cannot barter with a man who's squeezing your balls.
You may always return to the land of fire, Ivaldi, and die as your brothers did, roasted on a spit.
To craft such a cord, I'll need a few impossible ingredients.
Name them.
The list there. I have a bear's tendon, a fish's breath, and...
A cat's footsteps, and the root of a mountain. How do I find these?
How the fuck would I know? The riddles will guide you.
I have no patience for riddles, dwarf.
Those riddles are as ancient as the world, with lore passed down from Niji and Nidi to Northri and Sudri, Austri and Vestri, Althjover.
I understand. I will return shortly.
Valin, Beivor, Bavor, Bombur, Nori, Anand Annar, Ai, Mjolvitnir, Veigen. Vindalver, Threin, Dekken, Thorin, Thror, Vik.
What do you see, Sunan? This looks like the right place. There's the seed, and the mountain's rocky grip. Some heat may free it from its shell. The seed will not sprout root until I get it into some water. I must retrieve the root for Ivaldi before it takes hold. How is he building that tower so quickly? There's more to this stranger than meets the eye.
Sé aldrei annar fiskmann mun það vera of skjótt. Hann drap oss mjög við að rétta hátt þegar við... Farðu frá!
statues. Who put you up here, little cat? Where are you leading me? Nowhere to go but down. Damn it. Who knew you could capture a sound? Let's see what you can make of these, Ivaldi.
I know a cat's footfall.
I found everything you asked for. How soon can you finish this unbreakable cord?
As soon as it wants to be made. You cannot rush this kind of magic. It flows with a speed all its own.
Find me as soon as it's ready.
By the way, after we spoke of the Hugr, a cousin came by with his own spirit tale. I don't trust coincidence, so this one's free.
What did he say?
He told me his sister's husband Borin drank a mead brewed in Jotunheim, and it sent his Hugr into a goat.
The spirit of a dwarf in the body of a goat?
Stranger still, his sister didn't even notice.
Heavy!
Don't drag me into this.
The tower is nearly finished.
Do not fret. The final hours are ticking down.
Not fast enough. I feel the jaws of a trap closing upon me.
Knowing you are in a trap is the first step to avoiding it.
You don't care if I'm married off to this builder, do you?
You are the Queen of Asgard, the host of Folkvanga, the shepherd of the slain. Of course I care.
Yet you act as if I'm some treasure to be traded about.
I was wrong to use you like that. I will confront the builder and pry the truth out of him.
A limp apology, but it will suffice for now. Once the builder is dealt with, turn your spear on Loki. Every chance he had, he dug us deeper into this mess.
If Loki is up to something, I will see to it that he is punished. Blood Oath be damned.
Like what you see? Quite the tower, hmm?
Not my best work, but it has a certain glow. Now then, where's my queen?
You're finished. The tower is functional.
One rune remains, which I shall inscribe after I am wet.
Who helped you complete the work, Builder? You could not have managed so quickly on your own.
Our agreement said nothing about outside help. Now, where is Freya? I'm tired of waiting.
Outside help. Interesting choice of words.
Hail, Javi! Hail, Builder!
We bring you your bride.
Freya, my beloved. Why does she leer so wickedly?
She's starved, Builder. Hungry for you. Eager to consume you like a moist and dainty morsel.
Splendid. She'll be pleased to know I have an appetite to match her own. Our union will be a feast of the senses.
Enough chatter. We have upheld our end of the bargain. Will you finish your work?
I'm sorry, but I've never seen such wild eyes. Why does she look so feral?
Since hearing of your offer, she has not closed her eyes. She fears what she might miss in the abyss of comforting sleep.
This is no dream, my love. It is all quite real. Speak and tell me you agree.
Quit stalling and kiss her, Dungmeat! Consummate your betrothal!
Yes, a kiss. A brief taste to whet my appetite. Delicious. Your lips are two pillows on a bed of rain rose petals.
And yours are cold and rough as unpolished stone.
What trickery is this?
Is something wrong?
Her voice! It's hideous!
I have been told it has a seductive quality.
By a wolf.
Treachery! Bring me the real Freya or my offer is withdrawn!
I'll bring myself if you don't mind.
Freya, you don't need
You have
to...
next to nothing, Esir. Only this useless monument to your ineptitude. You've been a good boy, Thor. Don't gamble your winnings. And you, Havi. You tried to avoid responsibility by not making a choice, but that was a choice in itself, and look where it has brought us.
You are no one's prize just yet. If this scheme turns sour, I will fight for you, till my sinews snap and my bones break.
Has this sad spectacle been for my sake alone? I've seen better drama on the festering carcass of a dead pig!
Finish your work, or suffer.
No Freya, no shield.
To Helheim with him, Harvey. I know where he keeps his enchanted paint.
Show me. Thor, Tyr, watch our guest closely. Freya, I hope we will have words when this is done. Why do you still wear Freya's form?
A reminder of who's at stake.
Change back. This is disturbing. Where do we go now?
I don't know. I didn't say I was watching him every moment.
So you do not know where he kept his supplies?
They must be nearby. He never left this area. Mostly never.
We have found the worm's lair.
Are those the builder's pets? He has strange tastes.
Ignore them. Find the paint. I should be cautious around here. Those runes. I know them. The builder's supplies must be hidden behind this door. Loki, give me a hand.
Coming. Wait. Shapeshifters!
More deception. The builder will suffer for this.
By the gods! Die! Now let's smash that door.
Hold, Loki. We need to talk.
What is it, Harvey?
Loki? Did you know this builder before we met him at Heimdall's tower?
Did I know him? As in friends? Or know of him?
Did you invite him here?
I did, yes. He rescued my son from Jotunheim, so I agreed to bring him here and help him find work. That's all.
Make this right, Loki, or the blood oath that binds me is forfeit. For you and your son, is that clear?
As a cloudless sky, High One.
More deer.
Go ahead. I'll watch your back.
That's cold comfort. A quiet crossing might be best. Emir's blood. Loki, slay these shapeshifters! I have the paint.
And let us fade like shadows in the night.
Orphan, take this sword!
Is that all of them?
I hope so. Let's get the paint.
On your advice, find some way to hinder his efforts, or I will offer you as his price.
Our Javi returns.
Stay right there, Builder. We're not finished with you.
You survived my trap. How disappointing.
Invaders from Jotunheim. We slaughtered them all.
Buri's ballsack. Can I kill him now?
We do not need this honor cheat. We will complete the tower ourselves.
My Hugr makes it work. I am bound to it through the magic of your realm.
You perverted our sacred waters. We have every reason to kill you.
Well reasoned. They should call you the god of hindsight, all-knowing after the fact.
I will finish the inscription. Builder, you stay with me. You others go.
Elhas, for protection.
You gutless worm! Slayer of my kin! Oath breaker! Spirit taker! I didn't build this tower to keep your enemies out! I built it to keep you in! You thought you could slay my people without punishment or...
Their lives were the price of their arrogance. His head is exposed. How do I reach it? I could get a better shot at his head from above.
You shape the 9 worlds, but you do not control them!
Control them? I only wish to survive them. Damn it. Missed.
Form the cornerstone of a new world ruled by Yodna!
Your time has passed. There's no turning back the seasons.
If our doom is assured, I will ensure that you share it!
Is the Jotun dead?
And his magic dies with him. Does that worry you, trickster?
What are you implying?
Were you behind this? You dishonorable truth-tangler.
What do you know of honor, Freya? You've bedded more men than all the halls in Midgard.
You're a fine one to talk of sexual appetites. You fathered a wolf cub.
I'll not hear a lecture from the Lord of Petty Rules, who stiffens at the thought of laying down the law. And before you threaten to brandish your hammer, Thor, remember, without it, you'd be no better than a troll. Only twice as stupid.
Oh! You festering ballsack swollen with the foulest drippings of Ymir's corpse. No oath, is worth this abuse.
But you won't break it, Harvey. You cannot. All your efforts to evade destiny will only fling you further along its course. If you're not careful, you may be the author of your own destruction.
Leave him. He will do little harm while his son remains captive.
A mouthful of iron would put a stop to his babbling.
What now, wise one? We have returned to the place from which we set out. Ragnarok is coming, and we are no safer.
There may be a solution in Jotunheim. Huga magic, they call it. I will travel there to see it for myself. Until I have the final binding, Loki's son must not leave that island. In time, it shall serve as a sanctuary for all wolves.
I will watch over him, as one of my own kin.
Then I'll leave the realm in your capable hands, my queen. If my own are empty when I return, I will accept destiny with both.
Welcome back. Your face is bright, and your eyes seem clearer. Tell me of everything you have seen.
I've been to Asgard, the seat of the gods. I heard a prophecy, warning of Ragnarok, the destruction of the world, the end of all time. And the Nornir, they warned me of the great wolf Fenrir, and how he hungered for my blood. But there was something else. Hope. I was undaunted by the coming cataclysm.
Perhaps this aspect of your vision inspires bravery. Truly, you are touched by the gods. Was there more?
I saw through Odin's eyes, just as you said. In every vision, I inhabited his form, lived as he once lived. In his body, I was myself, but I was carried by his whims. His thoughts were as known to me as my own. We were two, but we existed as one.
And what have you learned?
More than learned. I felt everything. His fears and doubts, his loves and passions.
Incredible. What else?
I consorted with Loki, the trickster. We quarreled often, as siblings. But soon our fights grew dark. When he revealed he had sired a wolf cub, my rage was unbound.
Because he had hid the truth from you?
Yes, because he knew that wolves were not allowed in Asgard. He flaunted my command.
Perhaps this was the purpose of your vision. To overcome an inner fear and find forgiveness in your heart.
Maybe. But before my vision ended, I was seized by great purpose. I devised a plan, a voyage to Jotunheim. And then I awoke.
Interesting. Was there anything else?
There was nothing more. Nothing of great significance. The dream has faded.
Eivor, your visions are unlike any I have encountered. Leave me now. I must think on what you have shared.
Randvi mentioned this place. The last known location of the Summer Army. What do you see? Hail! What has happened here?
Who is asking?
Eivor, of the Raven clan.
I have heard the name. You helped the sons of Ragnar overthrow the Mercian king. Well met.
But you and your men failed to take the village.
No. No, we had it for a time. It was nothing but a cluster of wattle and daub huts when we came. We made it lively. Gruntbridge was a thriving hub of trade and song under the care of Soma Ayalskona. But the Saxons took it back. They appeared within the city as if rising from the shadows and drove us out.
That is terrible. How were you ambushed?
It was like they burst out of the center of the city itself, setting aflame everything in their path, shouting some nonsense about an ancient order of warriors.
By the time I saw the fires, too many of us were killed or captured. Our Yarsko Masuma, she bellowed a retreat and we took refuge in the ruins. But in the chaos we were separated. She and the bulk of our forces fled northeast into the swamps. I'd follow if we were fit to. We need her iron fist.
I can find Soma. Be ready when we return.
She'll be deep in the fog of the Fenlands by now. Find her longship. That's your best bet.
Cast about this land. area is off limits.
Those Danes from Grandbridge like cattle. We slaughtered them like cattle too. Shame we have to take prisoners at all. They'll live just long enough to serve as an example to the others.
Soma cannot be far. I should have...
We watching for the dogs!
Is your Jarl's Kona nearby?
Not here. Soma dragged the Saxons east from her longship to tire them out and lose them in the fog.
There. Beached longship. Dane markings. This was a fine longship. Fit for a chief. It must belong to Soma. Survey the area, Sunan.
You're still in fighting shape.
Take him to the shelter for warmth. Slap some moss in that gash, and wrap it well. Eggle, look at me. Remember the boars you felled, our first day in England? Hold his arms. 9. Large and fat. Fed us for a week.
Yeah.
You'll be chasing more in a month, my friend. You come like a Valkyrie out of the fog. We have no debt to give you.
You must be Soma.
Let's talk elsewhere. Give them a chance to rest.
Quite a hit you took. How many were lost?
It's kind of you to ask, but with so much blood in the water and death on the air, I'd know your name and purpose first.
Eivor of the Raven clan. I came for you, looking for a friend and ally.
I see. I'm Soma, Lord of Grantebridge. Though it seems an order of lunatics wishes to strip me of that title.
The Order of the Ancients?
Sounds right. The Saxon called Wigmund is one of them. He robbed me of my city, forced us into these swamps. I've rallied some of my soldiers, but my 3 advisors are missing. If we hope to retake Grantebridge, I'll need them at my side.
Tell me about them.
They are my best, my inner circle. Birna, Galin, Liv. We may as well be of the same blood.
If I can reunite them and we retake your city, can I call you a friend and ally?
If you can do all that, you can call me whatever you want.
Where's this Wigmund? What does he want?
He's a flailing elderman under the old king. A bitter man digging his fingernails into Grantebridge, just to say he can. He's made many attempts to unseat me before. This time he managed a trick.
What happened to Grantebridge?
The elder man Wigmund seized it from us. I'm not sure how he managed, but he will not keep it. Not for long. He has supporters outside the city, but this attack seemed to come from inside the walls. From the heart of Grantebridge.
Let's find your advisors.
Agreed. We'll look for signs of their longboats along the river. And if we are swift, we will find them before the wolves do. The fog is more hindrance than hiding place now. Let's light the way back.
Burn long and hot, bright wolf of the branch. Soma's gilded warrior's home.
I know what you must think.
What must I think?
That it's foolish to search the Fenlands for so few people.
You told me the soldiers you lost were your best. Vital to retaking the city. Do you think it's foolish?
Not at all.
Then why would I?
You have the look of one who does well with solitude. You're alone, a wanderer. It may be you think of soldiers as war fodder and little else. But these warriors are more than a blade and shield. They are my family.
would be good for a laugh.
Lord Wigmund will see you hanged from the tree in the city square.
Free me. I'm no use here, left with the wind. If you would be so kind. I've had quite the day.
Look through the...
Leif is a prim and proper man.
Let me continue.
Leif is a prim and proper man, isn't he?
He lives by a strict code of honor, more than most. And builds the best longships I've ever sailed. They're the reason we escaped Grand Bridge. This longboat is Birnas, I think. All scraped and bashed as hard.
Saxons surrounding that old hut. There may be Danes trapped inside.
Focus, we have this.
That's right! Tire yourself out! Weak little kittens. Can't even open one barricaded door!
You'll rot in hell when we're done with you.
You'll suck my toes when I'm standing on your head!
That's clear enough.
Hey! Much more like it! Watch my lead!
This longboat is Birnas, I think. All scraped and bashed, it's hard to tell.
The heart outside? Yeah, just fine. Thinking of starting a new town, in fact. This house being our first.
Birna, I pitched a camp nearby, under a burning beacon. We'll meet you there when I've found the others.
Thank you so much. And you as well.
Birna is like a grapevine, curly and hard to predict. While Leif is like a wood beam, sturdy, straightforward.
Birna has a genius for tactics, sees well ahead of things. Leif deals with what's just there before him, practical in ways. Both have helped me find my footing in desperate times. It's important to keep those who disagree with you close, as family.
Sunan, guide me. Wolves. They've surrounded someone. Must be careful.
Look, he's laughing behind his shackles, wretched carrion beasts. I don't deserve this. Leave me! Run!
The beacon has drawn the last of my soldiers. By tomorrow, our strength will have returned, and we can retake our city. I have not yet spoken to Leif, Birna, and Galin about this. After my missteps, I worry what they must think of me.
That won't be on their minds. They'll be dreaming of all the ways they want to kill the Saxons who took their homes.
By Thor's hammer, I am glad we're together. In spite of our setback. Galin, you look... well, warm. Do not grieve the men you lost. They will be singing your praises in the Corpse Hall, waiting for us.
Thank you, Jarl's Corner.
Leif, you'd outlast any tempest.
It's good to be back, Sona. All as one. And know this, that I will follow you through the eye of the storm if you called.
Beer now.
I'm delighted you're alive.
I'm delighted to be living. I lost so many after all this, but I still have you three. That makes me the most blessed warrior in Midgard. And Eivor, you have more than proven your worth. Help us reclaim our city, and you will have an ally in me.
My blade is yours. For Grantebridge.
We'll rest for the night, gather our strength and our wits, and at the break of dawn's light, we retake Grantebridge! Pass the night in our camp, Eivor. Take anything you need.
Looks like more of Soma's forces followed the beacon back to camp.